Hello there. We're back again. Yes. And I'm just as excited as I was last time, amazingly. Of course, you're important. You're important to God, and therefore you're important to me. And you know what? You'd be important anyway, because you exist. You really do. You dwell. You inhabit. Those are powerful words. Those are truths. If you're here on this planet right now, you have a purpose. If you're here on this planet, you have a talent you will use uniquely. If you're here on this planet, you have a message that only you can deliver, and people only you can help, and people that can only help you. Isn't that interesting? How that all works. God's synergy in the universe. Yeah, I used those words. Yes, I did. Right along with God, and God is that. He wishes to be for you everything that you require, everything that you know, everything that you wish that is good and lovely and kind and beautiful and good report. All those things, yes. Let's get to that wisdom. It's a simple one. There is a way to kind of pull yourself back from a moment where you're reliving something maybe traumatic, stressful, hurtful from your past, and you're going, how do I get out of there? Well, we've talked about a few ways, haven't we? But this one is the one that works for me probably the best. And that was these words that were taught to me in a jungle temple in Peru by a man that could barely speak English. That was then, this is now. As I was flashing back to the time in the military where I was crawling on my belly, hoping that the person that was chasing me wouldn't find me. The minute I said those words, I wasn't there anymore. Yes, I've had those moments in my history. Yeah, it's an interesting history. I'll be putting that history up point by point, page by page on a different site. This one is just about wisdom. Little story, of course. We're going in, well, it's a little story. Novel. Novel coming in. I guess. Who knows? Maybe we'll take all of that and Ganderfand it into a novel. Wouldn't that be cool? Who knows? I've already written one book and self-published. Could happen again. But for now, just take that with you. That was then, this is now. It will take you into the now, into the 12 seconds where you can only dwell, the 12 seconds you can only handle, and you'll be free from that past moment. Will you require to process it? Probably. Will you require to do something with it? Probably. But the good news is you'll have time to, because you won't be there anymore. So just before we get into the story, you know what I'm going to do. It's Eric at starthealing.me, Eric at starthealing.me. It's Eric at starthealing.me. You wish to talk? I'm here. Yeah, I know. A lot of people say that, and then you get stuck in things. No, that's not me. I'll send you a link. That link is without charge, completely nothing that you have to pay. Yeah, nay. Okay. So it's slipping tonight. English, Irish, and then some, right? Little Viking thrown in for weird calculation and probably a few other things. But we're here. You know, when we're going through things, when people are doing things, sometimes there is this reality of sanctuary, just like these people. You have to come to a place sometimes where you go, it's enough, and you put up boundaries. It doesn't mean you don't forgive, but you don't allow it to continue. I've had to do that a couple of times in the last little while. I'll probably have to do it more. I teach about boundaries. I'm going to be doing that. Want to join my classes? Well, you know how to do that. You go to starthealing.me. Yeah. Yes, go to starthealing.me on Discord. Just type it in, you'll find it. It's a big blue S. Click, and you'll have access. I'll let you in and see all my classes. Yeah, that's Discord. Yeah, that's where I'm basing out of now. So, enough of this fun stuff. Let's get to that story. Oh my, it's got interesting, hasn't it? All kinds of things, people coming with wooden sticks. That didn't go well. Bigger wooden sticks, probably still won't go well. But they went to get one anyway. Sounds like the dragon kind of messed up their military. Hmm, shouldn't be laughing, or should I? Who knows? Nonetheless, you know, sticks banging on the walls. Yes, that's what happens. But, inside there's a great meeting going on. Oh, are we back? We're back in the center, aren't we? Well, there's the lady standing on a rock. Well, of course, that's what you do. Beside her lays a dead beast, a very big one, and a few people look a little scuffed up. There's a big meeting going on. And she's just letting them know that they're safe, that this is really a sanctuary, a sanctum, a place of refuge, a place where they can rebuild and become whatever God meant them to be. Gardeners, farmers, tree planters, diplomats, soldiers, warriors, whatever. She doesn't care. She knows there's multiple destinies, multiple times. After she speaks, which isn't that great a speech, it's just be yourself. You are here now. Stand for each other in community, give to each other in community. And she was done. She goes, I'm going to go rest now. The dragon turned to the prince and goes, she is a real leader. The prince says, I don't think she wants to lead, but she will. As she goes back, she's actually crying. She has had quite a show for quite a time, been through so many things, alone always, never willing to lock on to somebody or be with someone because that just wasn't available with the wind blowing. Maybe now, but she hasn't found anyone. The dragon? No. Prince? Absolutely not. Anyone else? Who knows? And then a moment happens that she can't believe. Douglas. Yes. Finally a name, okay? Uh, Tree chopper from West Virginia, Earth 3, is sitting on her bed, which is cool because she really did love Douglas. But what you doing here? She says to him. He goes, chuckles. He goes, well, Mr. Woodchopper here, pissed off a certain alien and yeah, he exiled me. Uh, and then something interfered with his exile because he was sending me to the pit of hell. That's where he said, but I'm sitting on your bed instead. Apologies. I'll get off it now. Oh no, you can stay there. Love of my life. The one thing that will make everything here as good as it gets, for as long as it gets. I guess you're on your journey. You may go. I don't know. He said, I don't think so. He said, in that redirect, I was given a stone, not just for myself, but for you. It's an anti-drift stone. I'm to ask the wayfarer, traveler, trader guy about it, and he'll explain it. Oh my. Well, I guess so much for the nap. Let's go find that guy. They wander out, and Prince looks, the dragon looks, and goes, what? He goes, oh, she goes, former lover, woodchopper, Vermont, Earth 3, now here. Exiled because he pissed off an alien. And then something here, and We have shiny little locket. Keeps us here. We will be here now. Dragon says, well, it's good a time enough. Will you lead us? Will you guide us? We love your wisdom. We love your God. And we feel God is saying, will you lead us? Will you guide us? We don't know this guy, but we feel the same for him. Will you lead us? Will you guide us? They both stop. They looked at each other and go, Vermont all over again, huh? He chuckles. He goes, yeah, that leadership thing follows you, miss. And she goes, I had a name. He goes, oh, Diane, it's all right. But you'll always be lady. Probably the last time you'll hear that name. Who knows? And they walk over to the Wayfarer, the Triader. Now they know he's a Wayfarer, and they go, you're a Wayfarer, aren't you? Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, you got the trinkets from my friend. Yeah, he redirected your buddy here. You seem to like him? Loved him once. Had to leave him. Made me heartbreak. He said ditto. Never had anyone else. Just went and chopped a bunch of trees. Yeah. Well, you're gonna be out of trees here for a while. Although who knows? Things can change. The trader, wayfarer, traveler, such an amazing dude, goes, well, let me activate those things for you so you don't go anywhere. Because I like you. And I want you to stay around, both of you. And so he reaches over and he taps each one a certain number of times in a certain number of ways, twirls it 3 times, and plops it back down and goes, okay, you're solid. You no go anywhere. It doesn't matter about those anymore. Those are just interfaces, devices. That's inside your central being. According to God, you are now here. This is your place. This is where you will live, and this is where, at some point, you may be buried. Hopefully a long time from now. They both chuckle and they go, well, since everyone is doing everything, yeah. They both look at each other and go, shall we go back? Yes, he says. A while later, they both come out glowing. Okay, so 50s times with the curtain moving, you get the point. They're happy. The community is happy. They stand up and they say, yes, we will lead you, but only if you will lead each other. We will give you the wisdom we have, but we expect your wisdom too. We will defend you, but we also wish you to defend us. And we will stand with you always. And we wish you to stand with us always. They all cheered. Is it absolutely going to happen? And of course, at that moment, thump. They're back, the dragon said. Bigger stick this time. Still useless. They do have a bigger stick. I think they've got found a piece of metal to put on the end of it. Ain't going to do anything. But, excuse me a minute. Popped out of his human form, up in dragon form. Okay, they're gone. Oops. Well, they're a little singed and gone. That was a little bigger than possibly we required. Oh, my, look at that. Whole trail of people coming from a different direction. They're coming down the mountain in the waterfall. Look at them. About 30 of them. Oh, look what's after them. Oh my. Up we go. And the lady said, okay, I've been hiding for long enough. I got my friend back. Douglas. Fur. The trick of the woods. The woodcutter. And she goes, and something appears beside her, a huge staff, and she goes, aha, time for it now. She points at the device that's coming over the hill. It's some sort of drone. And it's opening fire on the 30. That, not nice. Gone. Something screams from the top of the mountain. You have not met your last. Where are my clothes? Where's my hair? I think he got the point. He ran away. The other drones retreat with him, but it's too late. They're all gone. The 30 coming down. Apologies. The speaker has had a yeah, oofer, as they say. Yeah, I did say it was live, right? So back to the story. Forget that part. That's a maybe we'll edit out at some point if we can. Not likely. This is live without anything else. So all of a sudden, those 30 climbing down that mountain are floating into the city. And then she collapses into the Douglas's arms. Oh, wow, I haven't done that for a while. Douglas looked and smiled and said, well, lady, yeah, guys, yes, still got it. Yeah. Woo. Wonder who we pissed off now. And a few minutes later, cannons raise on the dragon says, don't worry, got him. Small fireball goes up. All cannons go, okay, gone. That, the prince said, is the princedom of of the hollow walls. They're nasty people. Who are these? Uh, we don't want to be with them anymore. We heard of the refuge. We came. Sorry we brought war to your door. Oh, that's all right. She smiles. I got one more in me. Let's put them all back in the hollow-walled city that just want to live there. That's fine. With that, she incanted a few words, thanked the God above and the Son for his eternal love and the Holy Spirit for the eternal fire. Oh, they were gone. Everything on the top of the mountain was now back in the hollow walls city. I guess we'll have to put something up there to keep them from climbing, I imagine. He said, well, they'll come around it, but that'll take them weeks. Good. At that moment, the hollow that mountain grew a lot taller. Like you couldn't see the top of it no more. Waterfall still fell. She said, I guess we should go up there, huh? He goes, probably. We should go up there and make sure they don't come back and stop them in some fashion. But I think the topper of the mountain is going to give them a bit of an, whoa, what are they getting into a fight with? Let's leave it there. Getting exciting, isn't it? Enemies to the left of me, enemies to the right of me. Oh my goodness. Lots of enemies. But the lady just revealed herself. The mages, sages are kind of sitting on the ground going, whoa. We'll really leave it there. Okay, let's get to a blessing. The blessing is simple. As your feet touch the ground, as your heart beats, as your lungs breathe, you feel joy. Joy, infinite, powerful, moving through every cell of your being, through every part that exists, wherever it exists. Peace as you move. Hope that you may not have felt for a long time, but this hope will ignite within you and show you that there is a possibility that everything will be okay. And it will. Creativity, excitement, wonder, beauty, all of those things flowing into this blessing. And then all the things that Father wishes to paint with that brush of his. Going to be lots of things. According to his will and wish, this can be, if your will and wish is for it to be. Well, let's have a word of prayer, a simple one. We just come before you, Father, and lock all of this in place. Let them know that there are sanctuaries, there are sanctums being raised across this earth, even now, where people that require help can go and find that help. And we just ask you to move and refresh and restore and recover and renew over all of these listening. That you would show them in your way, your love, your concern, your mighty, amazing grace and mercy, and your great courage that you flow into them. And we leave it there for you, Father, Spirit, Son. Thank you. Thankful, grateful, gratitude, thankful, grateful, gratitude, thankful, grateful, gratitude. Standing in awe and honor, respect, allowing all glory to flow, the Father, Spirit, Son. This is, and so this is. Amen. So you be blessed. When you rest, rest well. When you wake, wake well. And know that your path is well lit by God. And blessings to you all.